What's up, you guys? You're watching Sergio. Before I get started with today's video, everything will be linked down below. All the information will be linked below for your convenience. And other than that, let's get started with today's video. Right now, Farfetch is having a 30% off sale. They have 30% off new season, but there are also a lot of core items. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 8 items that I have in my collection that I use and that I love and that I think are even worth buying 30% off. Some of these stuff I actually paid full price. So the fact that you guys are getting 30% off, I think is a really great deal. I decided off season, but some are buy now, wear now type items. So yeah. I also want to talk about some of my skincare favorites real quick. Before I get started, Peter Thomas Roth ended up sending me a couple of skincare items and I want to talk about them real quick. So you guys know I love skincare. My skincare routine is very simple. People always ask me what I do with my skin, what do I put on it, and honestly I keep it very minimal. Growing up, I had a little bit of acne, I had a little bit of breakouts, and for me, what I was always told as a child and what I was told as a teenager, that less is more. You don't have to be reapplying 30 million products, you don't have to be putting 20 million items a week. The more minimal, I think, the better, and just make sure whatever those items are very impactful. So I have a few items that I want to show you real quick. The first one is this water drenched hyaluronic cloud hydrating body cream with 5% hyaluronic acid, and it looks like this. So you guys know that I've been using the Necessaire one, but I have been liking this one quite a lot. I find that it kind of gives me more of that kind of like summer vibe. It does have like, it has the slightest scent to it. You guys know I'm not a big fragrance person, but this one smells pretty good, and it is very lightweight. I think for me, I'm finding that my Necessaire body lotion is a little too heavy, especially now that we're gonna get into more of the hotter weather here in Houston. I find that something like this that's a little bit silky, a little bit more lightweight, that's kind of more of a gel material, I've been liking a little bit, and they have been perfect for the humidity. I can already feel the humid. I was outside running a bunch of errands earlier today, so something like this is very nice. It's not sticky, it doesn't have like a really weird texture towards it. You guys know the less stickiness, the less I feel like there's like a filter through my body, I think the better. So I have been liking this body cream. So if you guys are looking for a nice body cream, I would recommend this one, because I also have, like I said, I've been using the Necessaire one, but I find that it's going to be a little too thick for the season, and I find that one is perfect. Using the Peter Thomas Roth, and this is the water drenched hyaluronic cloud cream, and then I have the eye patches as well. This is actually sold as a bundle, and it is $58 for both of them, and I believe this alone is $48. So I have not been using eye patches, but recently I had 2 events within the last 2. I had to go to Dallas for 2 events, literally Wednesday and then last week Wednesday for a Prada event. And so this has been perfect. And also after you're outside running so many miles, after you're doing the whole shebang, sometimes it feels really great to put, you know, eye patches after a long day. And these ones have been really easy. And the reason why I never really use eye patches a lot is because I would always see kind of like the Dior ones and like the Chanel ones, and I would always feel like there's so much minimal product and you're paying like an arm and a leg. I think the Dior one's like $30 and you only get like 4 eye patches, and I think that's ridiculous. This one has literally, I don't even know how much, but it literally goes all the way to the bottom, and this has so many eye patches, which I think is a little bit more bang for your buck. And this one does come with a little spatula, which is right over here. And it's just been easy and nice to apply for the humidity that we're experiencing and that we're about to get. This one here, and I love the packaging. I love the baby blue. I find that it's like aqua. It reminds me of like freshness, hydration, and all these items have been pretty hydrating for my skin. And then obviously the moisturizer, I've been using the First Aid Beauty. I finished it and I purchased the big tube for just as a replenishment. And like I said, I find that creams are reacting not as best as when I lived in Dallas. I feel like when I lived in Dallas, creams were a little bit fine, but here in Houston it just gets super humid. So I need to go back to something a little bit more aqua. I've tried the Clarins one, I've tried the Belief one, I tried the Neutrogena one, and I have been liking this one quite a lot. I actually will say I do like this one a little bit more than one, just because the Belief one, I find that was a little too, I don't know, I feel like it irritated my skin. And I also found that the clearance one was a little bit more fragrant, and you could really feel the fragrance. And I don't know, like I said, I'm not a big person when it comes to fragrance, and this one's just like very minimal. I can't smell it after I apply it to my face. You know, the worst feelings when you have like fragrance on your face and you like smell it, or you go and you can kind of like feel it. But this water drench has been really good. So if you are looking for a great moisturizer and a great eye patch, I think this set for $58 I think is a really great deal, just because they're items that are perfect, especially if you live somewhere where it's humid like Florida or like South Texas. Like those are going to be perfect, because you know I like things a little bit more lightweight, and like I said, I don't want to feel like I have like something. Looking at this little sunscreen right here, this one is 45 and it's matte. Same thing with a lot of sunscreens, you do get kind of like that shininess, and I have been liking this one just because it's a little bit more on the matte side, and it you know, you can't really tell. Like you have it, my face is not really shiny. I like a little bit of dewiness, but not a whole lot. But most sunscreens really give you that shininess, and this one by Peter Thomas Roth, SPF 45, has been doing the trick. And then I've been trying this peeling gel, and this reminds me of a gel that I tried in high school, so I was very familiar with it. So you just kind of open it and you just put a little bit of product and you just kind of rub it in your skin, and I find that it gets rid of the dead skin. And it's not a mask where you have to like have like 15 minutes. It's something you can have like 3 minutes. You can brush your teeth and then literally you can like peel it right off. Well, not peel it, you can scrub it right off. Really good. And then I've been trying this Instant Firm Temporary Face Tightener. I saw this one was a really big trend on TikTok last year and this year as well. But I will say with this one, I haven't mastered how to play with it yet. So you'll probably see me play with this in a future vlog, just because I tried it one time and I feel like I didn't do it right, and I have to watch a YouTube video of how to apply it. I just haven't had the chance just yet. So this one is the only one that I haven't played with. The other items from Peter Thomas Roth I have been liking, especially this little aqua collection, because now I have eye patches, moisturizer, and a body cream, and this is going to be perfect for the Texas heat. So if you do want to check out Peter Thomas Roth, I'll leave the links for everything linked down below, and they are pretty great items. And like I said, you'll probably be seeing me use this probably 2 seasons until it probably goes back into winter, just because those have been perfect for the humidity here in Houston. Like it is so humid. I feel like I'm in Miami Beach every single day. I have 8 items that I want to show you that I've had in my closet for years or recently added. And so I think that the Farfetch 30% off still has a lot of great items. There's a lot of great brands. So I would advise you to really check it out and really go through a lot of the items. And so here are top 8 picks of items that I already own in my collection. So the first item, which I think is really great because they retail for $150. So they're on the Farfetch website for $130, and with the 30% off, they are $91. And shipping is usually $10, so $100. So you save 50 bucks. And so I think that's a really great deal. And these are the Veja V12 low top sneakers. And I bought these during quarantine, and I bought them about 2 years ago, and they are still going strong. I will say size down in the Veja sneakers. I have my first ones that I have are 41, and they're a little bit too big. These Vejas are a 40 and they fit absolutely perfect. And as you can see, they are just a classic white trainer. I like that the bottom sole is a little bit on the darker side and that the sole on top is white. So it makes the shoe look a lot more cleaner, even if the bottom sole is a little bit more dirty. It says Veja on the back, and it is just kind of like your elevated sneaker. It's not like, I don't know, I feel like an Air Force One sometimes can be a little bit like too much, too outdone. And I find that something like this is just a step up from it, and they have been very comfortable. I have, at one point I did have 3 pairs of Asia sneakers. I only really use this one. I gave the other ones to my mom or my dad or somebody, and then the other ones I have in my closet but I don't wear just because they're a little bit too big. But these classic white ones, size 40, have been a staple in my collection. I think that they're a really great price point, even at $150, but for $91, I think that they are a great purchase. So if you are looking for a nice sneaker under $100, I think that this is a really great option. And there is a lot of Veja sneakers, and Veja is typically typically a brand that doesn't usually go on sale, and so I highly recommend them. Beige sneakers, vieja sneakers, $91. Definitely do think it's a win, and they have been a really great addition to my wardrobe, and that's something that I continue to wear. It's going to be a pair of Agodi jeans. They retail for $188. There are $162 already on the Farfetch website, so some things on Farfetch are a little over or under retail, depending where it's shipping from, and so that's why I do like to compare prices on Farfetch than let's say your traditional department store, just because sometimes there are a little bit more better deals. And Farfetch is a website that is very trustworthy. I've worked with Farfetch like many times, and Farfetch is a very trustworthy website. I know I get asked that all the time. Yes, Farfetch is very trustworthy. So like I said, there are $188. They are on Farfetch for $162. With a 30% off, they are $114. And they do have like my size 26 on sale, and I actually have them here. Now mine may look a little bit more different than the picture. I do move around, I do use them a lot, and I do have a little bit more thicker thighs, and so sometimes for me, sometimes I rip the knees a little bit more than what it looks like in the stock picture. It usually takes me about like a good 2 or 3 times for me to wear a pair of denim for me to kind of get it even more kind of distressed. But these have no stretch. You guys know that I love Agodi a lot. I like them because they have no stretch, meaning that they keep their form a little bit more. I will say for curvier guys and girls, that Agodi may not be for you, or they may not be as comfortable, just because they are a little bit, you know, they don't have a stretch, so they don't stretch into your curves. But I will say if you're a little bit more like straight-legged, I will say that Agodi will work with you, because they just, some of them do have stretch, but most of them don't have stretch. That's why I like for mother jeans too. Mother regular, it works for everybody, but mother superior doesn't have stretch. I find that they're more suited for people that are a little bit more like straight-legged, a little bit more straight, just because they work with your frame a little bit better. But I do love Agodi denim quite a lot. These ones fit really well. The inseam of it is pretty well. It goes right over my belly button. They're not super high-waisted, and you guys know that I've been living in Agodi jeans. These ones I did buy full price at Saks here at the Galleria, and so I did buy them full price. I'm kind of kicking myself with that they're $114, but I did buy these like a while back. So if you are in the market for some nice ripped denim, and I also like that they don't have any designs in the pocket behind. I find that it makes it look a little bit more clean. It makes it look a lot more minimal, and so for me, that's why I love Agodi denim, just because it's a little bit more on the cleaner side. So if you are thinking about Agodi denim, I think that this is a really great chance to pick some up. There are a lot more styles. I will say they are true to size. In all of my Agodi jeans, I am a true size 26, and 26 fits me right across the board. I'm 155, 5'11", and I like Agodi jeans as well because they give me that crop and I don't have to hem the jeans, so I don't have to spend more money. So they're pretty much right out the box or right out the shopping bag. They're already made to be worn for me, and so these Agodi denim is definitely a win for me, and I highly recommend them. So Agodi jeans are definitely for the win, and so I did want to mention that these ones are on the sale and that they are worth it, and I've been using them non-stop. You guys have seen me wear these on Instagram, on YouTube, and everywhere, so I highly recommend them. This one are the Parker shorts, and these ones are $147. They retail for $138, I believe, so they are like a few dollars over retail, but with the discount they're $103, so you still get a little bit off. Agodi usually, especially the Parker collection, doesn't really go on sale. Rips and stuff, they do tend to go like on Saks Friends and Family and like things like that, but usually the Parker collection is more of their core collection, so that one doesn't really go on sale. I bought these last year. Like I said, these are size 26. These have no stretch to them. These have been worn tremendously. I have them in the white one and I have them in the blue color, and they are the perfect short. And so I decided to let you guys know that if you are looking for some black classic shorts, I feel like everybody needs a black classic denim short, and I like how these are more of a faded black, and I will say they do go with everything. I've worn them with sweatshirts, I've worn them with bodysuits, I've worn them with blazers. I do wear them with quite a lot of things, and they do go really, really well with my lifestyle, and they're very easy, they're very carefree, they go with everything. And so for me, I think 103 is a really great price for the AWD Parker short, really great price, and I've had them since last year and I've worn them non-stop. So if you are thinking about some classic shorts, not only are these ones on the sale, there's a little bit more, but I do want to say that I do love them. And you're gonna hear me say that I love all these items because these are items that I love and that I use, and if I don't love it and if I don't use it, I don't keep it in my collection. You guys already know that. So I really, really do love everything that I have in my collection. Item is going to be the Frankie Shop Teddy jacket. Now this jacket retails for $285 on the Frankie Shop website and on Net-a-Porter, but it is $215 on Farfetch, and it is part of that 30% off sale. So this makes it $151 from $285. So around like a 45% discount, almost half off. And I'm talking about this jacket, and I think I paid $185 for it. So you're gonna get it even lower than what I paid for. If you guys are into kind of like that European blogger, if you guys like the Frankie Shop, you like very clean and minimal brands, you guys know that this jacket was taken by storm on social media this past season, and I decided to add one in my collection. This one is in a medium large, and if I were to go back, I would probably get the small, extra small. But this is just a Teddy jacket. It's just a lot of Zara, H&M, a lot of the fast fashion brands did make a variation of this, and they have them right now. They have them stocked in all the variations. They have the green, they have the brown version, they have the black with the little green going throughout it. They have all the versions of it on Farfetch, and I think by far this is probably the best deal that I have seen on the Frankie Shop jacket. Not only was it out of stock during the fall and the winter season, it was already hard to get your hands on it. If you were to go on my Teresa, the Frankie Shop, Net-a-Porter, they would always be sold out. And so the fact that Farfetch has them all in stock, I think is a really great thing. And for $151 for this jacket, I think is really great. And you guys, if you saw me on Instagram, the profile picture that I have on my YouTube, I am gonna change it pretty soon to more of a spring picture. My profile picture on my YouTube channel is me wearing this jacket. So I got so many like love for this jacket about it when I first bought it. A lot of you guys went out and bought it. A lot of my friends bought this jacket, and I just love it so much. And I think it's a really great one, especially if you live more. This is a nice jacket too because it's very boxy, so it's very easy to layer sweaters and other items with it. I wouldn't say it's like a super thick that's gonna keep you super warm, but it is a nice layering piece. And here in Houston, honestly, I felt like this was more than enough to wear, especially on most days that was a little bit more colder. It was a little bit more appropriate. So the Frankie Shop Teddy jacket, if you are thinking about it, I know it's an off-season piece. This is gonna be still hot in the fall and the winter, and it probably will sell out this coming seasons. But I will say right now, it's a really great incentive to purchase it. $151, I think it's a really great one. So I would honestly say go for it. Next up are these Tom Ford glasses. They are $265 and they are $186 with a 30% off. These ones are slightly the more newer version. These ones that I have are, I think, the older versions of them because I bought them, I think, like a year ago. They are the round glasses, and these ones happen to be just it says new season, so they are, these ones are the newer season ones, so you are getting them for a really great price. I believe these retail for $395, so you get them well over half off. And they are just the classic round. You guys know that I'm very picky on glasses, I'm very picky on eyewear, I'm very picky in general, but when I find something that works for me, I tend to stick with it. I've tried so many round glasses in the past, and one thing I do like about the Tom Ford round ones is that they're actually a little bit more on the bigger side. Some round glasses can look a little too small and make my face look a little bit wider. I do have a big head, and I find like these ones are a little bit more proportional. They look really great with my face shape, and so I find that something like this is perfect for the collection, especially now that we're going to get into the Texas heat, more of the heat wherever you're at. I think having a great pair of glasses is a great staple in your wardrobe. These Tom Ford ones I've been using quite a lot. I actually have not been using my Prada Runway and my Oliver People ones as often. I've been reaching for these and a pair of round Ray-Bans that I bought like many years ago. They have been serving me really well in my collection, and so these round Tom Fords are definitely one for the books. and I highly recommend them. Is this Anina Bing Kenny sweatshirt. My cousin's named Kenny, so every time I see this I like think of him. I think it's kind of funny. $169, so it is the same retail that you would buy it at the Anina Bing store or like Saks or Nordstrom. And so with the 30% off, $119. And usually in season Anina Bing, especially the graphics, never really go on sale unless it's like a little bit older. And so I think $119 for this sweater, I think is a really great price. This is the lowest that I've seen it go all season. I think maybe I did see it maybe 15 or 20% off at Saks, but I have not seen it go all the way to 30. And they do have like a lot of graphics and a lot of t-shirts that are on the sale. The one that I have that says Paris is also on the sale as well, and I think $119 is really perfect. You guys see me wear this all the time if you follow me on Instagram. Also follow me on Instagram. I have been posting a little bit more deals and a little bit more finds, and you guys have been loving it, and I'm a little bit more responsive on Instagram. But I love the wings on them. I love that it's black. This one I've worn it with my black 8 hoodie shorts. I'm wearing them with jeans, and even though it is Texas heat, if I'm out in the sun a lot, believe it or not, I don't mind wearing jeans and a long sleeve, just because I don't want to have like a lot of skin damage, or also like at night it can get a little bit breezy, so something like this is perfect. And I just love this Anina Bing sweatshirt. This has already been washed and worn well over probably 20 times since I purchased it, and so I love it so much. It kind of reminds me of Harley Davidson with the little Anina Bing right here, and I love that it has all these cities. It has LA, San Fran, New York City, Paris, London, Hamburg, and Berlin, which is where Anina Bing has her stores. And so I do really like the sweatshirt. So if you are thinking about getting a sweatshirt from Anina Bing, or a lot of ready-to-wear from Anina Bing, I think right now is a really great incentive. And so I love this one, so I am going to recommend it. And $119 is a really great price, because Anina Bing is a brand that never really gets super heavily discounted, especially when it's still in season. It's going to be this Chloe bag, and this is the Chloe Hannah leather crossbody. You have seen me talk about this bag many times on the channel. This one is its regular retail at $325, and with the 30% off, it will be $228. I'm not going to go into super detail because I have talked about this bag pretty much. It has suede, it has leather detail, it has this little lock and this little chain that says "See" by Chloe. It has a leather strap, which I like it because you can make it a little bit more dressed up, a little bit more casual. I do prefer a little bit more leather straps than chain. You open it up and you have a card compartment, and it is a nice, you know, nice and generous spot. You can put your cell phone in here, and if it's so perfectly, and I can have a phone case, you can fit a little bit of your cards. And it is the perfect kind of everyday crossbody, and it goes with everything, especially very Texas, very yeehaw vibe. This is a really great dupe if you don't want to get the Chloe Mini Marcy, which actually went up in price. It used to be $9.95. I remember when that bag was $7.95, but let's not talk about that. Now it's $1,150, $9.95. So it did went up a little bit, and the woody totes did go. This one is $325. I still think it's a really great price point. So if you are kind of wanting the Mini Marcy by Chloe, maybe don't have the budget for it, maybe you're thinking about it, or you just like the style but you don't want to spend the money on it, I think this is a really great option. And I think $228 for the See by Chloe bag, I think is a really great price. Just spray this baby down in the suede material and you are good to be wearing it. And I have been using this bag quite a bit since I acquired this into my collection. So See by Chloe Hannah crossbody bag, definitely for the win, and there are definitely a lot more colors in this collection. Last but not least is going to be the Tory Birch Hotel. It is $291. It is currently $248 retail, so it is $40 over retail, but with the 30% off, it makes it to $204. So you are saving about $44, and I find that every dollar and every penny counts. So you are saving $44 if you do decide to buy through Farfetch, even though if the MSRP is a little bit more higher. You guys know I have the Elito right here. I've had this for about 2.5 years, and it's, if you guys follow me since the beginning of my YouTube journey, you remember I had coffee stains in it. If you guys remember that, I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. Girl, this bag has been through the gigs. It had the homosexual fantasy. This has been on vacation. It's been on trips. It's been Girl, it's been everybody's house, girl. It's been everywhere. I've used it to take my dry cleaners. Like the lining even explains it all. Like it is dirty lining. It has mine's the older version because they did kind of make it a little bit more updated. But girl, my Elito has been through the gigs. It's been everywhere. But I would not have my Elito any other way. I love it. It's mine. It has so much history, and it's been through the gigs, and I love it. So if you want a nice durable nylon bag, girl, Miss Elito, I've had her for 2.5 years. I could have treated her a little bit better in GL, not gonna lie, but she has been through the gigs, but she has not given up on me, and she still looks pretty good for the hell that I put my Elito in. So I think this is a really great purchase, and like I said, you do save $44 if you do decide to buy it through Farfetch, which I think is better than buying it. I think every penny counts. So $44 is $44, girl. That's a little bit of a nice dinner somewhere. So, or maybe fill up your gas tank. That's how much it costs to fill up my gas tank. So it is something. So yeah, guys, those are gonna be my top 8 favorites from the Farfetch sale. I think these are all really great purchases. So if you are thinking about buying anything from the Farfetch sale, here are great, wonderful items. There's still Emilio Pucci, Paco Rabanne. There's so many other phenomenal things that are on the sale. So if you are thinking about it, I highly recommend it. Check it out. It should end in a few days, so I would go sooner rather than later. But if you do end up picking something from the Farfetch sale, I would love to know it down below. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love and I appreciate all of you guys so much. And thank you so much, Peter Thomas Roth, for sending over some fun goodies. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys, and take care. Los quiero mucho.